Peace, what's going down? It's DJ Pain1 for BeatStars.com. I have a very special guest today. So far, I've done a lot of interviews with producers, great producers, but we haven't had a producer-manager's perspective yet. Today, we finally get one, especially on a holiday of all days, but like he says, the money never stops.
What up, Pain? Just came from the park playing basketball, man, so I'm a little banged up, but I'm here to do a great interview. What's going on, man?
Perfect, man. I appreciate you joining us. So I know you've managed artists as well as producers. I believe the reason we met was because I was working with one of your artists when it was Run Walker.
You actually did you had sent me a crazy beat, Birds and Keys, I believe it's called.
Yes, sir.
And Frenchie, we did it, and we sent it to Trade the Truth, man, and that's how we started our relationship. I'm like, that fucking beat was crazy. When I first heard it, I'm like, damn, this is a fucking hard-ass beat. Frenchie heard that shit, fell in love. That was like 2013, I believe.
Yeah, so you've had experience managing recording artists too, but you have the distinction of managing the producer with arguably the biggest rap record of 2016, as well as some other producers who are producing for today's most relevant rap artists. But before we get into the producers and the specifics of those producers, we live in a time where virtually everybody is a creator, everybody raps, everybody produces. What made you get into artist and producer management?
The funny part is, I actually played basketball my whole life. My whole life I played ball. I went to college, played basketball in college, graduated college. Most people don't know that side of me. I had a job out of college working corporate security for Chase. Like, I was probably making like $27, $28 an hour, 9 to 5. But the shit was boring as shit. Like, I literally sat down Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, just literally sat down, didn't do nothing, and made money. Most people would be like, man, you crazy, man. That's the perfect opportunity. But I just felt like I wasn't doing nothing with my life, and that shit was killing me. So I started a production company with my cousin and my friend called D&D Productions, where we went around and interviewed local talent, like up-and-coming artists, producers, singers, whatever had to do with entertainment. Whether you was a stripper, a model, whatever you did, you painted. If you entertained somebody, we gave you a shot. You know, most people always give the platform to the celebrities. I told them, let's give a platform for the underdogs, because you don't know who they'll be tomorrow, and they always remember the people that looked out for them when they had nothing. So that gave me a crazy buzz. Me and my company, my cousin, they gave us a crazy buzz. I ended up meeting DJ Love De Niro. We did an event with Fred the Godson, twin from This Is 50. I ended up meeting Love De Niro. He's like, yo, what you doing? I guess it was on Friday. He's like, what you doing Saturday or Sunday? I said, we're not doing nothing. He said, well, we're doing something with Brick Squad in the studio. It's like this is 2010 or 11, early. We're doing something in the studio. Come through with Frenchie, Woody Kid. I said, all right, we're coming. Ended up going, meeting Frenchie, Young Joey, Woody Kid. We gave them an interview. And from that, we built a relationship with Joey's father, Joe the Boss. And from there, we always kept a close contact. One day, I believe Woody Kid had a show in Pittsburgh. And then Frenchie was like, yo, we're going to Pittsburgh. We want the camera crew to come through. So we went with them to Pittsburgh. And I seen how things was going. I'm like, yo, who's your manager? He's like, I don't really have one. This is Frenchie. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. Well, like, if you need help, I'll be more than glad to help you. And from then on, we came back home from Pittsburgh. I never looked back since. I just started managing Frenchie of Brick Squad. And that was in about 2011. My first ever music show was in Columbia, South Carolina in July 4th, 2011, doing management. I never did nothing with music. I was a basketball player. Thought I was going to go to the NBA. And my career shifted into the music world.
Okay, so that brings me to my next question. So in your experience, what is a producer manager's job description?
I'm glad you're asking that question, because these people get it confused. They think because you're a manager, you're supposed to get them placements. You're supposed to get the beat into the to the artist's hands. Like, they think like you're literally the mother and they're the child. And that's where people get it mistaken. A manager's job is to manage. So people always think if you have a manager, you're going to blow up, or they're going to get you lit, how people say, or you're going to get exposure. That is true when it comes to networking and the connections the management has, but their job is not to get your beats to Lil Yachty or to Waka or to 50 Cent, for example. Their job is to manage what you have going on. A lot of artists and producers, they tend to fall back and rely on the manager to do all the work, and they say, okay, I'm just going to make a beat. No, I handle your business for you, meaning I'm on top of your lawyer. I'm on top of the contract. I'm doing the negotiations so you can do the creative part. And part of the creative part is also speaking with artists, building with artists, networking with artists, so you guys can build that chemistry and go in together. Then when they're doing their thing, they know to reach out to you. But if I'm building a relationship with, say, artists, they don't know you, so they don't really care about what you have going on. So whatever me and him have going on, it doesn't relate to the production, so now there's no real chemistry.
Like when Walker was doing things with Lex Luger, they lived together. They had their relationship. So whether or not Aunt Deb was managing Lex Luger, him and Walker had the relationship. But when it came down to the business aspect, that's when the manager steps up.